We play.
We fight.
We conquer.
Welcome to the Freak Show. I am your host, Bumpy McSquiggums. Today, after a little while, I finally get a chance to dive into and check out the heroic legend of, I'm going to mispronounce this and it's horrible for me to say, Eagarlnia. Eagarlnia. Yep, that hurts my mouth and tongue and brain to say. But the heroic legend of Eagarlnia is here. It is upon us, and it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. It's from HongShou Studio and Pixmain, released on April 13th. That was my birthday in 2022. They were kind enough to send this my way as, like, I want to say it was like a test before it was ready, and they just never got back to me, and it just kind of fell into oblivion. And I was like, wait a minute, this looks incredible. And I'm like, wait, I have this. What? So I found it again, and here we are. We're ready to cover it. I have not played this yet, so this is going to be my very first hands-on experience with the game. So hopefully we all have a good time. So let's begin. Hailing from the ancient barren hills and vanishing at world's end with the rolling of time and waning of daylight, a divine force overtakes the seemingly vulnerable mortal being, Eli Keshir. Before light and matter, there was nothing. Ella pushes through an open door and proceeds into a space of emptiness. She is saddened by the desolation, and as she lies among the chaos, a very long moment passes by. As moments of eternity quietly do something, the bleakness breaks and churns. One day, one glorious moment, a seed of sunlight pierces through something, the light shone onto the surface of something else. Eagarlnia is born. The southern strip of the land of the praise, an extraordinary wave appears. Praise? This leads to an unprecedented tsunami. It covered all of southern green lands. Priests began to pray night and day, waiting for the goddess of the desert, Ishtar, to pity upon the land. King Massinissa sends his eldest son to its nearby ally, the kingdom of Islat, for aid. The corrupt and arrogant Islat diplomat denies support, facing rejection. An angered young prince beheads the diplomat and breaks this tie of alliance. A desperate Nubidian kingdom unites and attacks the land of Islat. As the desert warriors rush onto its enemies' lands, Islat is faced with zero defense, and the castle of Moria tumbles. With no support from its lords, Islat falls. At last, empires and kingdoms fall. A new chapter unfolds. Continue. Okay. I'll just say it. I don't think most of the game is going to have it, so that's fine, but never auto-advance text, especially when you have text on the screen for less than a second with like 15 words. That was a bit much. But I digress. Never auto-advance text. Select a country. Beginner mode. Enabling beginner mode will guide you through the game basics, but disables your ability to customize game options. By default, you'll be playing on easy difficulty. This is recommended for first time. Okay, sure. I'm fine with that. I just generally like to play on like normal, what the developer expects you to be able to play on. But since this is going to give me kind of a little bit of a tutorial and a walkthrough, I think that's probably fine. Okay. So it looks like we get to choose which country we want to play as. I mean, we might just start with this one. But I don't know. We have Lena Abhoth. We've got Eno Abhoth. We've got Massanissa. We have Durant Isos. We have Lamia Rutarino. And we have Ares Friesen. Or Friesen, if you want to get a little weird with it. And it looks like there's different difficulty levels. Country capacity. I don't know a lot of what I'm looking at here, to be honest. I think we're just going to start with the first one that came up. It seems to be kind of their like default, go with this. And everything else seems to... No, I guess there's a combination of normal and easy starts. Yeah, that's fine. We'll go with Lena and see what she's got to offer. Country capacity. Don't know what that means yet. Here are the various different heroes that we'll start with and the types of troops. Looks like we are the Imperials in this case. Also Imperials. Deserts. Let's see. More Imperial, but also Tundra. That's a Thunder. What else? More Imperial. So a lot of Imperial warriors with just a few variants outside of that. All right, lore. Falerins, home to the Order of the Asur Knights, was originally the holy city of the Aslotian Empire and the main headquarters of the Church of Ayla. Upon hearing Percival's fall, heir apparent Princess Lena Abhoth swiftly rallied the troops of the Aslotian Empire to gather within the city of Falerins, where she had been serving as a knight. Loyalists such as Theodore Royce and Cardinal Mastermind and Ravadi Burnt, the Grand Marshal of the Empire, were the few among many that responded to the call of arms, thereby establishing the Reclamation Army. Given her outstanding abilities, simple living habits, and integros character? I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. Never seen that word before. Many similarities were drawn between the Crown Princess and the esteemed Holy Knight Belial, enabling her to earn the overwhelming support of the Aslodian people. With great conviction, they believe that only Lena can bring an end to the conflict and deliver peace and prosperity back to the nation. Currently, the Reclamation Army not only needs to defend themselves against the invading armies of Numidia, but to also be wary of the scheming Imperial Guard, a new faction assembled by none other than Lena's own unscrupulous brother, Prince Eno, that lie in wait within the city of Makaslin. Yeah, sure, Makaslin. They must tread carefully in this precarious situation if they wish to restore peace and reclaim the fractured territories of the Aslodian Empire. Alright. And then we get to see she's got solar flare and other stuff that'll all probably make sense at some point. And who are our people? We have Anicia, we have Ravadi, we have Navart, we have Theodore, and we have Minerva. Okay, next. Easy difficulty hinders the AI's economy, experience gain, military power, and actions. In addition, the player's sentiment and economic pressure is very low. Suitable for newcomers to strategy games. We're not allowed to change this if we wanted the beginner mode. So it teaching us what we're doing. So we're just going to go with it. It's cool. 10 days after the fall of Percival. Lena, father, I know, Anicia. Father fought to the bitter end, but this is not the time for tears. We're still here, aren't we? Right now, we need to keep our heads high and pull ourselves together. Master Ravadi, what's our military situation? Your Highness, we have rallied the routed forces from the capital, and the Holy City's Order of the Asur Knights have sworn fealty to you. Under our current circumstances, we should have no issues defending Falerins. Furthermore, it appears that the Numidians have no interest in continuing their advance. Good. Any news of my brother? Your Highness, Prince Eno was said to have been escorted out of the capital by the Imperial Guard to Makaslin long before the siege took place. The Imperial Guard? Something's not quite right here. Very perceptive, Your Highness. Yes, the Imperial Guard did not assist in Percival's defense. Aside from His Majesty, the only individual with authority to mobilize the Imperial Guard is its commander, General Schilder. In addition, the entire House of Kraft departed the capital alongside Prince Eno and the Imperial Guard. I'm afraid this does not bode well, Your Highness. What? Master, are you insinuating that my own brother is guilty of high treason? Calm yourself, Navart. I have not come to any conclusions. However, we cannot ignore the fact that it was within General Schilder's capacity to defend the capital, yet he did not. Your Highness, I have a few thoughts regarding this matter, if you will. Sir Navart, I'm afraid the conjecture I am about to propose may greatly disappoint you. Now then, Prince Eno's preemptive extraction by the Imperial Guard simply could not have been the will of His Majesty. If this were the case, then there is no doubt His Majesty's objective would be to ensure the safety of all his royal heirs. However, Princess Anicia was neither informed of this, nor did she leave with the prince. Therefore, I am under the assertion that His Majesty did not order for the evacuation. On the other hand, General Schilder presents a different case, where he answers to not one, but two men. First, as the commander of the Imperial Guard, His Majesty, and second, as the eldest son of the House of Kraft, Lord Fratus. With that, there is only one possibility for such an occurrence to take place. It is very likely that the House of Kraft had been secretly conspiring against His Majesty for many years, and are directly involved in, if not wholly responsible for, Percival's fall. Your Highness, what I mean to say is that the House of Kraft may have betrayed the Empire. Just what nonsense is this, Theodore? For what reason would my father betray the Empire when he has faithfully served as its Imperial Chancellor for countless years? Please, I ask that you retract your slanderous statements immediately. For many years, His Majesty sought to weaken the great houses, and the first among them being the House of Kraft. That is motivation enough, is it not? Consider the siege of Percival through the eyes of Lord Fratus. With the city surrounded and under fire, he acknowledged the possibility of His Majesty perishing amidst the battle. Should such an event ever come to pass, then the next heir in line will succeed the throne. But therein lies the problem. Sir Navart, what would be the last thing your father would want to bear witness to? Her Highness is Queen, she who adheres to His Majesty's ideologies. But why would he take my brother? That is because they will instead be supporting Prince Eno's claim to the imperial throne. The fact of the matter is that he is their ideal candidate, compared to Her Highness. I am sure that it will not be long before news of the impending coronation reaches us. Once it does, Her Highness will be branded as a traitor, and organized efforts will be made to suppress our rebellion. Please forgive my impudence, Lena. If there is truth to these speculations involving my brother and father... Is it Lena? We'll go with Lena again. Then I will personally deliver them to you so they may atone for their misdeeds. Navart, you're not at fault here. You're a trusted friend and companion, so please do not take this matter to heart. Master, if Theodore's theories are indeed correct, then I'm afraid our situation will only grow more troublesome on your end. I will do everything I can, Your Highness. Have you already come to a decision, Your Highness? Will you press on even against your own brother? Well, this was going to happen sooner or later anyway. I was counting on it. Sis. Brother. Don't worry, Anicia. I won't hurt Eno. I know that he is merely being manipulated by nefarious individuals. Father, I'll walk down that path for you, by any means necessary. The next day, the Nubidian forces resumed their advance. War was upon us all. Cool and creepy and interesting. Marcus Felix. With the red eyes. I fear some... Okay. Welcome to the world of... I still can't say it very easily. Eagarlnia. It's the Eagarlnia. If there was like an extra vowel around the L and the N, like Eagarlnia or something, that would be so much easier for me to say, but it's okay. It's okay. My name is Keel, and I'll be serving as your guide for the time being. Let's get started, shall we? Whoa, okay. In this world, you'll assume the role of a powerful monarch, tasked with the goal to conquer the land of Loud. To do this, you'll need to expand your territory, bolster your economy, recruit talented heroes, and conquer the opposing powers that surround you. Naturally, you'll need to make careful decisions and assign appropriate personnel to carry out your orders. But first things first. The upper left-hand corner of the screen displays your current gold, the game's primary currency. Okay. Right next to it is your nation's power, or your national power, which influences many of the game's aspects. It's imperative to understand that the game revolves around these two values. Okay? Here's a quick visual to illustrate what I mean by this. Gold can be spent to recruit and improve the power of heroes and troops. Got it? Heroes and troops form the foundation of your military army, which can then be used to invade neighboring cities and even gain control of them. As you acquire more cities, your income and national power will increase, which in turn allows you to continue using more gold to further improve your military. This constant cycle will eventually lead to the conclusion of your conquest. Got it? Income. We use it for strengthening the heroes and training troops, or we build up to develop an army, and then we target a city, which then increases income. It's all part of a cycle. Got it. Did you get all that? Don't worry if you didn't. To facilitate this process, you've been granted magical protection, so no enemy will attack you for the time being. Well, that's kind of you. In the meanwhile, I will guide you step by step to help ease you in. As a monarch, you'll first need to appoint the key members of your government. By allocating appropriate individuals, your governing abilities will become more effective. Select Govern and then Appoint to bring up the appointment menu. I see heroes. Oh, okay. I'm like, I don't see anything that says Govern anywhere. So over here, Appoint. There are 4 types of officials: the Chancellor, Marshal, Diplomat, and Treasurer. Each position is influenced by specific hero attributes and talents. Generally speaking, the higher a hero's attributes, the better their governing bonuses will be. That makes sense. The Chancellor is the most important official, as they are tasked with governing your territory. Politics is the primary attribute that determines their effectiveness to govern. Marshal serves as the backbone of your military, as they are in charge of the security of your nation. Force is the primary attribute that determines their effectiveness to lead. Oh boy. The diplomat is your representative, for they handle negotiations, implement diplomatic strategies. Charisma is the primary attribute that determines their effectiveness in relations. And the treasurer handles your economy, being the one responsible for generating income. Wisdom is the primary attribute. Got it? In case you ever forget which attribute each position demands, you can hover over the question mark, oh thank God, next to the official's name to view it once more. Now then, please appoint the most suitable officials for your government. Chancellor. Chancellor was political, right? Ooh, he's okay. So we got a 42 force. We got a 26 wisdom. Everybody's terrible at politics, and we have 26. We don't have the best of people in this situation. Like, Theodore is really good at, like, everything. I guess I'll put Minerva in. No, I'll put Theodore in. Yeah. They said there was a little question mark somewhere. Oh, here. Primary politics, secondary wisdom. Art martial, force and politics. Yeah, I guess. The diplomat. It's gonna be charisma and then wisdom. Well, I guess that's fine. And then the treasurer is wisdom, then charisma. Alright, and then none of these people are super wise. I guess Minerva's it. Okay. Whoa. No matter what, since you have asked, I will do my best. Alright, no problem.
就交给我吧。
Alicia will become your most reliable helper. Alicia? You mean Anicia? Sure.
我会完成的。
Thank you for your teaching. Okay. I don't feel like I taught you anything, but cool. If a nation seeks to become strong, having a stable income will be essential. To improve your income and national power, you'll need to first increase the prosperity levels of your city throughout through the invest command. This is nested in the expand section. Invest. Okay, now use the invest command to select a city of your choice. Okay. Can I move around with WASD? I cannot. Oh, that makes me a little bit sad. I can zoom in, though, at least. I assume we'd want to invest in our main city? For each city, you can sign up to 3 heroes to execute an investment order. Assigning more investors further increases prosperity and national power gain, but drastically raises the cost. It's important to note that some heroes possess talents that improve the effectiveness of an investment order. The attributes that influence invest are politics and wisdom. Okay. I mean, I definitely think you should be leading the way. If I do it... And how much cost is it going to be? Our prosperity goes up a lot. And how much did the cost go up there? Oh, significantly. Alright, hold on. What, is it just because you're the leader? You just have an... Ah, okay. Increases the effectiveness of it by 70%. Yeah, I guess we could go with... So, what if I just brought, like, you? Are you going to be less than... Nope, still... Alright. Well, then we'll bring the big boy, and then we'll confirm. I don't know that I want to bring all 3.
没问题。
Got it. Sure. I will meet my lord's expectation. Okay, well, I guess we did that. Excellent, you have successfully executed an investment order. 2 of them, in fact. Oh, we had way more money than I thought we did. It's fine. Please remember that each city can only be invested in once per turn. Now, let's try managing taxes. To do this, you'll need to select Finance. Here you can view your financial information and the state of your economy. This seems like this is going to be incredibly complex, but once I get a handle on it, I think things are going to be pretty enjoyable. Income is primarily divided into city and trade income. While city income can be raised through the invest command, trade income is obtained by signing trade agreements with other powers through treaty command. Be mindful that your diligent officials aren't operating a charity service. As your territory expands, so does their gold upkeep cost while they remain in office. The gold upkeep cost of your heroes will also increase when they level up or when you acquire more of them. As for your barracks upkeep cost, this is based on the total number and level of your troops. Unique class troops will drain even more gold to maintain in your army. As for the actual tax rate, this is a proportion of your current city income. When this is raised, your city income increases, but at the expense of city sentiment. The city sentiment also determines the percentage of gold it generates. Due to this, we generally want to prioritize on maintaining stable or high sentiment levels. Yeah, that makes sense. I tried dragging the slider on the tax rate gauge to reduce it. Also, don't forget to make sure the city sentiment is increasing. How do I check the sentiment? Hold on. Lower rates reduce income but increase sentiment levels. Higher rates improve income but reduce sentiment levels. Oh, it's just going to be over here. We just see over here is +5. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, we'll just reduce it to 90. Great, looks like your tax rate and city sentiment levels have been stabilized for the time being. They were at 0. We were at like a net neutral there. With that done, you can assign your other idle heroes to execute an investment order on another city and then end the turn. Oh, and remember, a hero can only perform one action per turn. If there's nothing else to do, you can simply end your turn by selecting the hourglass. Okay. I mean, I know I have 2 idle heroes. They didn't really tell me that I can do anything. That's fine. Okay. There's a lot going on right now. Wow, there's so many different factions doing stuff.
太容易了。
Completed successfully. Our prosperity went up. Sentiment went up. And that was our overall income. Okay. And then we gained a little bit of experience by doing our governing things, I guess? Or our investment, I guess. Okay. Heroes are one of the most important resources you have, and you're going to need more of them to grow in power. Yep, no, that tracks. One way to recruit them is by scouting a city under your control through the search command, which is nestled in the activity section. In addition, did I say nestled or nested? I don't know. In addition to heroes, you can also find equipment and gold. However, you may occasionally return empty-handed. For now, let's begin our search. I suppose we should start at the capital, probably. Who do we want to send on this adventure? I feel like maybe we send Navart. Search orders ignore attributes. Due to this, it is highly recommended to assign heroes of minimal importance for the task. That hurts, buddy. I'm sorry, Navart. Exploring Falarins will cost 679 gold, sure. I know exactly where the fun people are. Yeah, you do. Okay, I'm going to back out. Excellent, you have successfully executed a search order. At the start of your next turn, your hero will report their findings through though the results may vary. For the time being, assign tasks to your other heroes and then end your turn. I mean, stuff is happening all over the place. I guess we'll do invest. I'm gonna split it up a little bit here.
保证完成任务。
I'll make sure his plans carried out perfectly. And then Theodore and Nicia. Okay. The walls are important, but the best defense is always offense. And you know what? I think we could maybe even go and do the activity thing and search this town with Minerva.
我会尽力的。
Treasure map. I'll have to check it out this time. Alright. I think that's everybody doing everything they can. Let's get it. A whole bunch of stuff is going on. I know we haven't gotten into the meat and potatoes of the game yet. We're still just kind of learning the bits and bobs so far. Boss, I brought back a tough guy for you. It's Rome Steelhelm. I like him. Maybe Rom? I don't know. Oh, accept. How lucky you are. I envy you for your luck to chance upon a talent as me. I helped a granny to go shopping in the market. She gave me this money in return. Oh, well, I mean, that's more than what it costs to send you out, I think. Pretty effective, as expected. Yeah, that seems okay. Everybody did a little something, so they all got a little bit of experience. It's good. Oh. City defense serves as a last resort against an attack, where a city's defensive strength is determined by its defense value. The fortify command reinforces the city or the defense of a city, making it easier to fend off invaders. Now let's try using the fortify command and select a city of your choice. Alright, I guess we can maybe fortify here. And then after this turn, or whenever we have control again, we can probably break it off. So let's go here. Go to fortify. Sure. For each city, you can assign up to 3 heroes to execute a fortify order. Assigning more fortifiers further increases city defense, but also drastically increases the cost. Also, talents can stack. You can assign multiple heroes that specialize in one action, such as fortify, to dramatically improve its effectiveness. The attribute that influences fortify is force. I mean, I think we should do you here. I think I'm gonna bring. Yeah, I think I'm gonna bring Navart along. All right, confirm. I'll make sure this plan carried out perfectly. Excellent. You have successfully executed a fortification order as usual. Use this time to assign tasks to your other heroes. Proceed to the next turn whenever you're ready. I think I'm going to double fortify. I don't know that that's the play, but it's what we're going to do. And I'm going to have you, and I'm going to have the new guy, Ram, come hang out. Confirm. Problem? I'll do a great job. Okay. We're still losing a little bit of money overall, but I think that's okay. I don't think I want to invest. Maybe I'd like to find another hero or two. I think I'll have Anicia. Actually, you know what? Let's get Theodore. Go look for it. Sure. Always excited to explore the unknown. I got this. And why not over here? Anicia can go. I'll do my best to find a strong partner. Alright. And then we have one left. I guess we could do some stuff. We can probably invest. I don't think she's like the best at it. Probably not worth the money, but we're gonna roll with it. Alright. Everybody's doing something. End the turn, let's see what happens. Do we get like an actual number or something that pops up to show us how defensively active our town is? Sorry, Alicia didn't find anything. Aw. Or Anicia, I guess. A very successful measure. Great gains. Alright. Ooh, the defense went up. Okay. At both. Legendary capital and the small city. Wow, the small city is way better than the capital is. Is it because it's a castle? I don't know. Alright. Troops serve as the foundation of your military strength and need to be improved through training. Nested in the military section is the drill command, where you can increase the level of your troops to make them more powerful in battle. Let's try issuing a drill order now. Alright, we'll issue a drill order in the next episode. Also, I'm a little confused as to why we only got one person reporting back that they failed to find someone when we sent 2 people out searching. So I'm curious. Anyhow, we barely scratched the surface of the game. There's a lot of different combat and other crazy things that are going to be going on. So there's a lot of different things. There's going to be combat. There's going to be, obviously, various different things that are popping up, allowing us to do things that we don't know how that works just yet. And we're going to just have to take it bit by bit as it all unravels and shows us. Anyway, this reminds me a lot of Brigandine, I believe. I don't know that it's going to be exactly similar to that in any stretch of the imagination, but just from like what we've been doing thus far, it feels similar to that in some capacity. So if you guys are a fan of that game, maybe this is something you want to try out, or maybe just stick around the channel and watch the next few episodes and we get a little bit deeper into the game. We get to see a little bit more of the systems involved in managing the city and how the combat and all that stuff works. Maybe we'll be able to conquer something. I don't know. Either way, I'm here for it, and this is pretty cool. Pretty cool so far. If you want more information about the game, where to get the game, information on the developer, the publisher, any of that stuff will all be down below in the description of the video and various links, just like it always is. Big shout out and thank you once again to the developer for hooking me up with the code for this. It means a lot, and I am truly grateful. Until the very next episode, I have been your host, Bumpy Big Squiggums. I will probably still not say the name right in the next episode either, just so you guys know. yeah. Anyway, thanks for stopping by the Freak Show. We play, we fight, we conquer.